Good morning. Today I'll be taking a hike up there to the mountainside that is called the Velež plateau. As you can see, there's a peak beyond this near plateau, and beyond that you have the Velež mountain chain. Lots of mountains, high mountains. You can't see it from here, but this part here, it's called below Velež, so Podveležje. I see a car road, and I don't know if there's a footpath. I'll get there somehow. It will be interesting to get an overview of a Mostar. So it's early in the morning, and I will get going. This is the footpath that leads up. There's the cliff that is seen from all over town. You go all the way up here, just forcing your way up. It's very steep, and then you leave the house zone, and you come to this almost tree zone. Well, here we go. The footpath is rather stony. You won't get stoned. There are many small stones. You see, it's sort of slippery at places. It's not marked. And generally, if you compare Mostar to, let's say this place below was in Norway, they would have more activity going up the mountains. You know, taking hikes and that kind of thing. Maybe a cable car or something. The view is very beautiful, and it will be even more magnificent from upstairs. Maybe one day they will have more I don't know if you can call it ecotourism, but more nature tourism around Mostar. It's hot in the summer, really hot. It can be to 40 Celsius, and Mostar is often gets like as the hottest town in Europe. But now in the autumn and in the spring, maybe winter, it's perfect. People come here and they visit the old town, of course, but there could be so much more. You see, this is just the beginning. I don't know, I've passed maybe 300 meters or something. The path is getting better now also. So let's be quiet, take it slowly, and reach the top. Now I'm on a level that's higher than the other mountains nearby. I'm behind the rock that is seen from all over the town, and there's a crack in the middle there that, I don't know, could have been some working place or transportation. I don't know. There's a sign here that tells me that something and something is about 1.5 kilometers away. On this side, things are far away. So which way to go? This one seems to go beyond, while this one will give me an overview, perhaps. We'll see. Let's go. I can't believe that it's November and so hot, so nice, and high above. So I'm feeding my pale body with some sunlight. That's good for you. It's really good. This is amazing. Look, there's the town of Mostar, and the road keeps going on. I like this one, this hill. Perhaps I might get a good overview of a Mostar there. This is the first stop, and you can still see the town here. Looks like this. Let's go up here and have a better view. Getting up here demanded some concentration. It's steep but not serious rock climbing, but be careful if you plan to go. You can hear some rattling in the bushes. It might surprise you, might injure your foot. The road here is really easy, and you get a beautiful view, overview, and a pleasant ambience. So definitely worth a visit if you're having a few days in Mostar. I'm gonna try to go and see how far one can get, maybe to that cliff there, and have a really wonderful one picture overview of the town. Here is Mostar from above, where you have the old town over there with the old bridge. The airport is like there somewhere. Oh, you can actually see the runway over there. And the houses here have a most wonderful view, because maybe it isn't seen when I'm filming like this, but the houses here are far higher above, like the other side over there, the buildings there, so they have an amazing view. It's very cozy down there with lots of small gardens and small streets, very peaceful. And over there you have an area called Severni Logor, the North Camp, that is still empty because they haven't solved the legal landowner issues. They will soon, I hope, since there's a bridge that's been built. As you can see, it doesn't lead anywhere, but it will, so a new part of town will grow up there. I'm continuing up the mountain, as I was there before and looked over Mostar. I'm going up to see what's up there. I'll see the sheeps, I hope. I heard and I saw there was like 20-30 sheep up there. Let's see if I cross the crowd of sheeps or sheep. Too bad the sheep weren't on the road. But instead I get a view here of sheeps down in the valley. Well, that would be sheeple, and sheep up on the mountain. Sheeple and sheep in one view. Incredible. As I mentioned earlier, they don't really take care of the nature around the town. There's lots of garbage along the road in some places, and it could be made more accessible for both citizens and tourists. There could be more action up and down here, because it's really beautiful. If you take, for example, Oslo, Lillehammer, or even a small town in Norway, they always take care of their mountains. And Bosnia is sort of, it has fjords, it has rivers, magnificent nature. And up here at least the air is really fresh. But as you see, is it visible here? Yeah, down below in the town, you see it's sort of like really in a valley surrounded with mountains. That makes it really hot in the summer, but also it keeps the smog in the town. So when you walk in Mostar in the ordinary streets, the roads are very tight to the sidewalk and the buildings, so it's all kept there. I really notice it immediately. If you go out and you get back, your shirt or whatever you have, like in this area when you walk, where you are walking and the air is hitting you, it smells smoggy. It's not serious smog, but it's noticeable, and you won't miss it. So that's one thing I find rather inefficient here. People, the sheeple down there, are up to so many things, but they should really keep the town and the nature around tidy and respect it. This is it for me for this time, this place. There's a big mountain there. Doesn't look big on the screen, but it's huge. There's a road going up. I don't have time for that. There's so much over there to walk. The grass here is really like firm and nice. That's good. I will be going back now to my woman and my baby, and I also have to go and get some food and groceries and fresh vegetables and that kind of things. For me, to come out in nature isn't about doing anything. It has no purpose. I always think of what Arne Næss, a Norwegian philosopher and writer, put down in words very elegantly in his last book. I think it was called My Philosophy, I think, where he talks about activity and activeness. And I don't remember exactly which order it was. It was 6 years ago I read the book, but I think activity was where you're sort of purpose minded. You need a purpose to go out here, and you have to do something. You have to have a purpose. Or in nature, it has to be a mountain biking, fishing, group sports, hunting, I don't know. And when you have an activity, you always have the sort of gear mind behind it. You have to have a certain gear. The gear becomes an activity within itself. Activeness, on the other hand, it's just being in the active awareness. So for me it's about activeness. It's about coming out in whatever sort of nature it is. I like mountains. I like this. I like being in Norway. I always go there. This year I haven't been because the shotgun shell. Because yeah, we have the baby and we did other things, but we have been traveling now for a month, and we did smaller trips and hikes around this area, like in the old fort in Blagaj. So my wife and my baby are up to it, but this time I went alone. It was a bit too much when you have to keep in mind breastfeeding, diaper changing, and food. So activeness, that's what it's all about. Because if you can be in that state of mind of you can for me at least, you trigger activity all over your, like, awareness and body. You get inspired, you come down, you interact with the daily things in another way. So this is like charging up or recharging or decharging your batteries or energy levels. But most of all, I think we have inherent in our human nature that we are nomads in a way. We like to travel, we like to be transport ourselves from one place to another, and going by plane, car, that's all very nice, but since we are made to walking, I think, engages our innermost way of transporting ourselves. Therefore, when you walk over distances where you are far away from the for example, if you live in a city, from the daily buzz, and you get sort of rooted again in that natural nomadic way, and that in itself makes for me at least, and I think for other people, makes your daily creativity, your work, your visions, your plans, your dreams, your compassion, and like mental sharpness also rooted. So more hiking, more walking, more of that. The sun, the red horizon.